Oh, there you are. Good morning. Good morning. So, it took me a good year to work with the other streaming service to figure out all the buttons and where to push and how to do things. Yeah, so now we're starting over with a new one. Okay, what have we got today? Oh, good morning, Barb. Good morning. Just Belle and me today. Um, Machine. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Da 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 da. Oh, yeah, I'm singing. Yeah, I don't do that very well. Um, Listen, we haven't talked about marketing for a long time. Um, and I thought today might be a good day for it. And it turns out that like all the social media that I surf through, there's a lot of conversation about marketing this week. So let's just step up on the bandwagon um, and talk about marketing. All right. So marketing is just a term um, that means to get your name out there. It means uh, letting people know who you are and what you have to offer. And sometimes that's kind of tough. How do you do that? I mean, you only have a well, in my world, I have limited resources. Um, and sometimes I can be kind of, oh, we have a new person here. At least I don't recognize the name. Victoria Sims. Good morning. Thank you. I hope you find something useful in this topic today. Um, so, anyways, you're in business for yourself, whether you're new, you just getting revved up, or you've been around for a while, but things kind of slow down a little bit. Um, you need to get your name out there. You need to. Yeah, Bella's going to go for a walk now. Yep, there you goes. She doesn't like it when I'm moving around all over the place. Um, So you need to get your name out there. And I'm not talking like nationally or worldwide. I'm talking about just in your community. There's a big push these days for and I know it's been around for a while, but it seems to be intensifying right now, which is really good for those of us that are small businesses working out of our home or a small business in a small brick and mortar. Diane's Diane Savage is here. Good morning. Good morning. So, I want to focus on marketing to your local community, and I pulled together. Okay, I admit I surf around a lot of this marketing stuff, and I pulled pieces out of it, and I have I have 10 ideas, 10 ideas on how you can market yourself locally in your community. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And why don't we get started? So like I said, there's 10 of them. The first one, I want to encourage you to involve your family and friends. Um, Give them a stack of business cards. Uh, have them brag you up. Have them pass out a business card in their day-to-day life. Uh, if somebody in conversation brings up, oh, I need something, and that's a something that you can do, have them brag you up. Have mom and dad and your brothers and sisters, your best friend, share with people who might be looking with for things that you have to offer. Your best cheerleaders are the people that love and cherish you. Um, Pass out your business cards to your family and friends. Give them a small stack, and encourage them to share this information with the people in their social circle. Remember, um, you are one person, and let's say you have 10 people in your circle. Those 10 people might have another 10 people. That's now 100 people. Um, ooh, good idea. Diane says she's got a like a promo that and this can work in any one of these, uh, that she gives her family and friend a first time free small order in, and then she encourages them to show off, and I ask them to share my info and show my work. There you go. That's almost better than just a plain old business card. Exactly, a promo. So that's your first one, family and friends. Um, Now we go into the social media. Social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of those, any of the social media platforms that you are involved with, make a post. Introduce yourself. Who are you? How long have you been part of this community? What do you have that you can offer the community? What are you doing that they would find um, value? Value, things that you can do for them. Now, there is one other. I don't know if you guys have heard of this one, and you will probably have to Google search it if you don't know it. It's called Nextdoor, Nextdoor. Um, it is a local community. It's zip code generated, um, and it people in the Nextdoor app in your community share things, local community news, what's going on in the neighborhood. Join that. um, Introduce yourself just like you did with the other social media. Who are you? How long have you been around? What do you do? What can you offer? Next door. And let's go back to Diane here. She says they are always happy when I surprise them and when they ask what they owe me. And you say, no, just do this. And they come back. And they come back. Yep. Oh, that's a good idea too, Barb. And it's on the list. Barb says that she has a postcard that she sends to new businesses in the area and to the church secretaries. Suggest Google business page, which is free. Good idea. Victoria has heard of Nextdoor app. Awesome. Yeah, I have a Nextdoor too. Like I said, it's zip code generated. Okay. So make your post local, make an introduction. Um, Now, this one's going to require a little legwork. Canvas your community. Canvas means you're going to physically go to different uh, a brick and mortar, and I'm talking not the big box stores. You don't want to go to the Best Buy or the Applebee's, or you want to go to the little mom and pops, the little pizza joint down the street. That's a good one. Um, your We have a limo service. That would be a good one. It's just your local small business people. Um, my car detailer, he comes to my house. Set him up. That's terrible. Next door asked me to pay and go under a business account and deleted my post. Hmm. I wonder if I wonder if that is like a local issue. Something to investigate when you're doing your next door. Yes, Diane. Coffee shops, local coffee shops. Whatever service you provide, that you feel the small mom and pop location could benefit from, those are the ones you want to approach. Now, hello, Doug. Welcome. Hello, Doug. We're talking about how to market yourself locally in your community. Now, this one's a little bit trickier. Um, Become an authorized vendor, an approved vendor for your local school district. That one's a little trickier. Now, you'll have to go and you'll have to Google or go to your school district's website, and you're going to need to look for a vendor registration form. Um, oh, good job, Barb. She works with the area school athletic departments. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to seek out those departments, those people within the school district that you can provide service for. Now, that's for the school itself. Support clubs, booster clubs, the PTA, the cheer squad moms, those are not necessarily organized by the school district, but you can probably find resources through the school district for those organizations. Does not require a vendor approval like the school district would, but they're out there. You know, whatever little clubs, the math club. Can you imagine? Um, uh, what is that Einstein formula? E EMC3 whatever on a hat. That would be so cute. Um, Barb, Victoria wants to know how you got started with the schools. Can you make a short post and I'll pop it up there? Let's see. So, school district vendor. Now, I am not a vendor approved. Oh, we got Cindy King just popped in. Cindy, so good to see you. Good morning. Okay. Here, Barb. Victoria Barb's answer. Oh, wait. She's responding to my talk about the other clubs in the area. There are community centers. Yeah, we have a Harlem Community Center. Pickleball groups, curling groups, obscure organizations like the Rabbit Area Association. You have a Rabbit Area Association. Look for those things, small local groups that you can provide service for. Cindy, 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 hello, Cindy. So, like I was saying, I am not a school district vendor approved. I have not gone through that service. What I did do was I Googled how can I become an approved vendor for my school district and detailed, Rockford Public School District. And I followed the links. Um, Ultimately, if it doesn't bring you to the information you're looking for, use the contact us. Send them an email. Ask them, send an email. I'm a local small business entrepreneur. I am interested in providing service to the school district. How can I do that? All right. Okay. The next one I'm talking about are newspapers. I know you'd think in this data age, do we really have newspapers out there anymore? They are. Okay, Cindy. Cindy says that her school district, she had to become approved and it cost a fee of $75. What have you done with your school district that makes that fee? excuse me, that makes that fee, what is your return on that investment? All right. Victoria, from Barb. She says, for the schools, I looked on their page, their website, then found a directory listing the athletic director and community education director and contacted them directly. Barb, second question, follow-up question to this. Did you have to go through a district approval process? Cindy says that she also has a university listing license, which costs more, and there's more hoops. Well, and just like any professional uh, professional team, professional location, they're going to want to make sure that you're going to follow and represent their brand as they want it represented. Okay, so let's go back to newspapers. Um, maybe the big paper in the neighborhood is not out there, but you might still have some small papers. In our area, we have something called the Thrifty Nickel, which is like a classifieds paper. Hey, Frank, good to see you. Yes, keep those needles moving. Frank's here. Frank is from, how do they say it? Across the pond. Uh, so, so his time zone's a little different. It's probably a little later in his day. Um, but and like I said, keep the needles moving. Okay, so Cindy says in her area she's not allowed to print anything for the schools unless she is a vendor. The $75 is quickly paid in a return of jobs. Oh, awesome! Awesome. That is awesome. Okay, back to the newspapers. Small local newspapers. The Thrifty Nickel in our area is just a classifieds paper. The Rock River Times is a small community paper. Um, oh, Frank says it's 4:15 in the afternoon there. Your day's half over, Frank. Did you have a good lunch? Um, let's see. Okay, and here, I made a comment here in my notes. And for all of them to still be available in this digital age, someone has to be reading them, which makes them a good resource for your local community ads. Okay, so since we're going to talk about that a little bit, there's some subheadings under here. If you're not a writer, I'm not a writer. I am not a wordsmith. uh, Chat GPT has become a favorite friend uh, to assist in writing my introduction. And then once I have that introduction written and I like the way it reads, I'll approach the small local newspaper, the community paper, and ask them if they will publish this for me. Or I could place an advertisement with the publication, a little column ad, or a classified. Those are all options with the newspaper. Let's see what Barb has here. Yes, on the approval. There was no fee. I had the school give me their tax exempt form. There was also a contract that they had to sign off on the logo use. All right. So even though you went directly to the department heads, you still had to get the approval, which I'm sure they notified you of, and you got that process rolling. And probably just like Cindy, you're getting a really good return on that investment. That was Tori. She's my little tortoise child. Okay, so going back to the newspaper, um, not just the newspaper, but there are coupon mailers. Look, I got one yesterday. My local value. Do not do that. probably too late, right? My local value pack. This thing's full of local coupons. No, I have no idea what it cost, but it's worth looking into, right? And I don't know about you, I may not always use the coupons, but I always look at them. So maybe there's a coupon in here for local garment decorating services. Who knows? Um, the Sunday paper also has a bunch of coupons. I think those are actually developed on a larger scale, but it's something to look into. Oh, nice. Can't hurt to ask, right? Our Barb says our local paper does free write-ups on new businesses. That is awesome. Something to check into. Good idea. Now, we're going to move on from the paper. We're going to move to bulletin boards. Restaurants, the grocery store, the vet down the street. Most of them have a bulletin board where you can pin up um, your business card, or just a small. Have you seen the little write-ups that have the little phone number tags that you rip off? Um, you can post those bulletin boards all over. The laundromat. Local businesses can post in that, on those bulletin boards. That's a good resource. Again, it requires a little leg room. Oh, Eric Campbell, good morning. Eric made a mention. If your customers are there, it's worthwhile. Though it eventually dries up, our shop stayed in the yellow pages when they were thin. We were recording real business for a long time after they were dead. Really? Okay, so we don't have the yellow pages per se, but what about Yelp? Is Yelp is Yelp an option? Look into it. Yelp, uh, YELP.com. Good ideas, everybody. Barb, I don't belong to the area Chamber of Commerce, but I stock their website. I stock. I stalk. She checks out their websites for new businesses in the area. Funny because the chamber directs business to me. That's awesome. That is awesome. These are really good ideas. Okay, so yeah, do the billboard thing. Yeah, it requires that you get out of your chair from behind your computer and do a little bit of legwork. But the return could be massive. But you'll never know unless you do it. Just saying. Here's the next one. Now I know that we've all heard this one before, and maybe it leaves a little bit of a sour taste, but here, I'm going to put it out there anyways. Make a gift donation to local charity events. I know we get hit all the time. Will you donate a basket to our event? You'll get lots of customers. Okay, so you may not get lots of customers, but you might get one. If you provide a gift to this charity, you may get a customer back. Something that they can use, something that um, benefits them as well as you. Um, and here, I don't necessarily mean that you should go out and make a donation to everybody that asks. But if that charity is something that is near and dear to your own heart, then what you're going to do something that's going to help that charity, and in return you might get something back. That's the charity gift donation that I want to encourage. Maybe not everybody, If you don't have anybody in the little league team, do you really need to donate a team's hats? No, actually, that's a pretty good idea. Something to think about. Speaking of team hats, that's our next suggestion. Oh, Cindy's got a tip here. Cindy says, a little tip. One of the reasons our company is called a king's image is A is always first in the white pages and the yellow pages. Something to think about when naming your company now that phone books aren't used. It is because, if you do a Google search, one of the things is it's gonna come up. Good idea, Cindy. Okay, so we're gonna jump to number 9. We're on number 9 already. Sponsor a local sports team. Doesn't necessarily mean a cash sponsorship. It could be hats. It could be a patch for their arm. Um, it could be names. In return, what are they going to give you in return? Maybe a banner that they have to pin to the back, and I'm thinking baseball, but I'm sure there are other sports also. But maybe a banner that pins to the ball stop behind the umpire. The one that keeps the balls from coming into the people that are watching the game. Pin on that, or just a banner, or in the programs, your name and information could be in the programs. What have you got here, Barb? You guys have so many good ideas. Uh, the Legion, the American Legion, VFW are great places to post your info. I donate a bag tote to area fundraisers like the food shelf, women's shelter, youth events. I do donate to the nurse fundraiser every year. So again, things that are close to your heart that you would donate to anyways, and now maybe you'll get something in return. Okay, we're going to go back to social media, and this is our last one. Unless you guys have got more, I'll take them. Social media. Most will allow a business page. Create that business page and make regular and consistent content. Now, it doesn't have to be a whole, vlog, broadcast, like what I do. And just to be clear, I do not do this in hopes of getting a return on my investment. I do this to share information and knowledge to help you build your business. Um, but create a business page, make regular and consistent postings. If you have a business page and you have a product line that you're building, post a new product every week. This week's product. Make it a limited edition. Uh, Available. Only 25 pieces available. Um, oh, here we go. Barb says the nurses, they always order jackets with their names and the type of nursing they do. That's that's nice. Oh, not just nurses. Sorry, I just had a spark. Our local healthcare community, let's use the hospital as an example. There are multiple departments in that hospital. Every department has its own budget. In our local hospital, every department has to take care of their uniform needs, which means you have an opportunity to provide them with a garment decorating solution. Keep that in mind. Okay, going back. So, going back to the business page on social media, and again, we're talking Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, uh, whoever you use, make regular postings, something that you're offering for sale. Offer the first 25 orders are at a discount. Be the first to order. And then when you go back to your regular price. It's still available, but now it's at the regular price. There's also something that I've been seeing, and of course, I'm calling it trending. Maybe it's been out there for years. Who knows? There are, there are, there are, there are business pages that are membership based. Okay, and the membership pages, you have two business pages or two members only listing. These are items that are available only to the membership. Um, and then you have, or membership first, and then you post it on, after your introductory time, you post the new products in your public posting. But it's a thought, and the thing is that the membership builds because everybody likes to be the first. Everybody wants something new and exciting, and they want to be the first. And when it comes to your local community, if they're the first and they're out walking in public, people are going to stop and say, "Where did you get that?" And they're going to direct them back to you. Ooh, I like that idea. Build a membership based on you give them a discount, they in turn become your walking billboard. Ah, Connie, Connie, good morning. We're just about done. I'm sorry. Um, can always rewatch. Give it a few minutes to upload, and then you can watch from the start. But we've got some great ideas here, and our visitors, our viewers, have posted some really good ideas too. What have we got here, Diane? Diane says, thanks. We really appreciate the information and the other pros in our field that share with us. It is important, which is why I do it. That's okay, Connie. That's okay. Give me a holler if you have any questions. We can go over it. Barb, there are so many activities to tap into. Horse shows. Oh, yeah, your niche. Horse shows, garden, fishing tournaments, marathons, bike races, ATV groups, local events. Awesome. Awesome. Yay. Okay, people. And she is right, Cindy. Very right. Okay, so let's just finish up here, just real quick. Um, next week, I'm gonna do some tips and tricks. I've been getting a lot of questions that are not necessarily a full half hour's worth, um, but maybe it's just a little snippet. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do snippets. I might writing that down because of snippets of something. All right, Mashid, thank you. You're welcome. That's what I do. Mashid was just saying thank you for sharing thoughts and great ideas. And everybody, we'll be here next week. Oh, I need to put out there the end of the month. I am going to. Is that a Friday, Saturday? I think it is. I'm going to be at DAX in Chicagoland. So we'll see what we can do about that. Cindy says that she's got a graduation event next week. Oh, I saw the post. Oh, I'm so excited for you. All right, everybody. It's time for me to hit that. Where'd it go? I can never find it when I need it. Hit that end, that exit. You guys all have a great weekend. And we'll see you next week. Bye now. Fun?
Do you have more questions? Do you want to learn something new? Join me at quicktostitch.com for coffee and conversation, and we'll talk about it. Embroidery machines, designs, and business. Hope to see you soon. Bye now.